Hello, Assalamu alaikum everyone. Hope you guys are doing well. Myself, Dr. Hafiz Bakas Kamran. Once again, welcome you all from the platform of Econometric and Research Gateway. Today, we are going to discuss how to run quantile regression and generate publishable output in Stata. So, let me give you some basic concept related to the quantile regression. Basically, quantile regression helps to explore the relationship between our independent variables. IV stand for the independent variables, and dependent variable. DV stand for dependent variable, by setting three ranges of quantiles for the dependent variables. It means that in quantile regression, our main focus of interest is to divide our dependent variable into three ranges, which are known as lower order, medium order, and higher order. So once we will divide our main dependent variable into these three ranges, lower, medium, and higher order, we can easily check what are basically the trends of trends in dependent variable as determined by our explanatory variables when there is actually a lower order trend in dependent variable, and when the trend of dependent variable is medium or higher order. So, for a level understanding, these are basically, you can say, the lower order quantiles. These are basically, you can say, the medium order quantiles, and from 17th to onward, these are your higher order quantiles. Okay. Once we will divide our main dependent variable into different quantiles, we can easily examine the properties or the change in our main dependent variables. Another benefit to apply the quantile regression is that it is very much beneficial when your data contains some outliers or there are some extreme values. Okay, so these are basically the commands and the subsequent steps. So for your understanding, I already created the PowerPoints and the relevant data and the CSV Stata file. So you can easily find all these three files in the very first comment of this video while downloading from the Google Drive. Okay. So without losing time, guys, we need to move on towards our today's lecture. Okay. So first thing first, we have to first copy our data. This is actually the data file. Let me give you some introduction. Here comes the years starting from 1991 to 2019. Okay. Number one. Number second, here comes the data for the carbon emission known as CO2. Here comes FD stand for financial development, and NREN stand for non-renewable energy, which is basically the fossil fuel energy from the fossil fuels. Here comes the GDP per capita, GDPPC. Okay, for the simplicity of the analysis related to quantile regression, I will ignore, or I will not focus on, you can say, the rest of the properties as linked with the time series data. So simply we need to copy this data. Just select Control C, copy this data, open your Stata. Here I'm using the Stata 12th version. Simply we have to move on towards this data editor. I will click on data editor. Here comes the data editor window. Just press Control V, and you have to treat your first row as variable name, because the first row containing the name of your variables. Okay, now here comes the data of your dependent and independent variables. So just need to click this window. Okay, the first thing first we will check the descriptive statistics of your variable. So the command is quite simple. Simply we will type summarize, SUMMARIZE, comma, space, detail. Okay. The normal summarize command will provide you the basic, you can say, the descriptive statistics. But when we will type the comma detail option, it will provide you the detailed descriptive statistics. So simply you need to press enter. Now here comes the descriptive statistics of your study variables. Okay, so this is not basically in publishable form. So what we have to do, simply we will just select this command again, this one, no need to retype it. Simply in the start of the command, we will type ASDOC, space. Now our whole command will be ASDOC summarize comma detail, and you need to press the enter key. Okay. Why this error is opening? Why this error is here? Because actually the problem is I already opened. You can say the Word file. If we will type this process like this, you will find this window in front of you. So this is basically, you can say, the publishable output for the descriptive statistics. And here you can open this table into the Word format. Simply you need to click on this link myfile.doc. Just you need to click on this one. Just click here, and you can find your descriptive statistics table over here. You can see that there are multiple descriptive statistics table, because already 2 to 3 times I tried this. So no need to worry about this one. Just delete the rest of the tables, and your main table will be right there. So you can find that here comes the descriptive statistics based on the observation, mean, standard deviation, and rest of, you can say, the descriptive statistics. So for the years, no need to be added into your descriptive statistics. Just select this row, and you need to delete this one. Okay, now your descriptive statistics will be appeared something like this. Okay, here comes, you can say, your descriptive statistics table. Just move on towards the simple setting, auto fit and auto fit to window. Afterwards, for better layout, just capitalize the name of your variables. Okay, so here comes the descriptive statistics of your variables. All right. Now we have to move on towards the quantile regression. So the very first step in the quantile regression is that we need to check whether the Stata has a quantile regression command already installed or not. So for this one, the process is quite simple. We will type ssc install gr to reg, and we will press enter. If this command is already there, the Stata will inform you. Otherwise, this simple process will install your quantile regression command. So the first thing is, I repeat, you need to install your quantile regression command. Now the command is already there, so we have to move on towards the further steps. Okay, now I told you that we have three different ranges of quantile regression: the lower order, lower order, middle order, and the higher order. So first of all, we will simply move on towards uh, running quantile regression for the lower order quantiles, right? 0.051. So this one, the process is quite simple. We will type simple Q reg. Q stand for quantile and reg stand for the regression. Afterwards, space, we need to select our variables. So first thing first, your main dependent variable, just click on this arrow, your first independent variable, your second independent variable, and your third independent variable. So the command was qreg, your dependent variable, followed by your independent variable, comma, quantile into which quantile you need, the fifth one. So just press the enter key. Now here comes the results for the first lower order quantile, which is 0.05. It is already there. Okay, now as I told you, our focus is also how we can change our this table into publishable format, like those the you guys are used to experience in the publishable articles in Q1 or Q2 journals. So in order to convert this table into publishable format, simply we need to use the command outreg. So the command is very simple. You need to type out reg, reg, outreg to space using myreg.doc, comma, replace the column title or C title as, because this is actually, you can say, the fifth quantile, so I will type the title for the column as fifth one. You simply need to press the enter key. Enter. Now, no need to click on these links, because if you will click on these links, the document file will open and the rest of the tables will be not generated in the way it should be. So I suggest just wait for the final results to be generated, and in the last term, while generating the findings for the 95th quantile, we will generate the final word table. Okay. Now we have generated the findings for the fifth quantile. Afterwards, we have to simply repeat this process. So the process is quite simple. Now I will not type the whole command. I will move on towards this command. It is over here at number fifth. Just click on this command. I will click on this command and I will simply replace this 0.05 to 0.10. Now what I'm doing, actually, I'm running the quantile regression for the 10th quantile. Okay. So after this, simply I need to press the enter. Now the enter key is here. Now in the same step, I have to repeat the qreg, the outreg command, just to make it sure that this table is also converting into publishable output. So the process is quite simple. Simply the command is outreg2 using using myreg comma doc space append. Now we need to use the word append. C title, title, C title. What would be the C title? The 10th one, and press enter. Okay. Now the quantile regression output for the 10th quantile have been converted into publishable outputs. We will check later whether it is converted or not. But surely after, once you will find these, you can say, the links, surely it is converted into the publishable output. So we have to repeat, simply no need to type the commands again and again. Simply we need to select the seventh command. Here it is. Just we need to replace this one with 0. You can say 25, the 20th quantile, and I will press enter. Afterwards, we need to use, the command containing the append C title, this one. Okay. Afterwards, because this is basically the 20th quantile, I will type to the 20th title and press enter. Similarly, I will again select the qreg command. Here I will change this 20th to 30th one and I will press enter. Simple. I will move on towards the append C title command and I will change the title from 20th to 30th one, and so on. Okay. Now I have completed the process for the lower order quantiles starting from 0.05 to 0.30. Now I am moving towards the medium or the middle order quantile. So for this one, the process is quite simple. I will simply select the qreg command from this command window. It will be appeared. I will simply change this 0.30 to 0.40 and simply I will press the enter. Similarly, I will select the outreg2 command containing the append title. So I will change this append title to 0.40. Now I have to repeat the process for the 0.50 quantile, and I will also keep the title as 0.50 for the append command. And the last one is to consider the title for to run the command for the 60th quantile, and to change this title as well to 60th, you can say the title. Okay, now we are completed with the middle order quantiles. Now the last step is to generate the quantile regression output for the higher order quantile. So the process is quite simple. You need to just select this command, the qreg. It will be here, and we will change the 0.60 to 0.70. Just simply press enter. The results are here. Once again, the select the command for the appended title, and we will change it 0.70 and move on. So here comes the 0.80 or 80th quantile. Here comes the pen title, and I will change uh, this title to one. Now the last is I need to run the command for the higher order quantile, which is basically the 90th one. And in the same way, I will change the appended title to 0.90. Okay, guys, now we have completed our process. Now the next thing is we need to generate the output in the publishable format. So this is the last thing what we have to do. Simply we will simply click on myreg.doc. So we will just click on this one, myreg.doc. Oh, it is here. So just check this one. This table is in front of you, containing your all the results. But here is some setting. We need to do some setting because these results are out of, you can say, the page range. Simple is that. No need to worry about this. Just move on towards layout. Here comes the orientation, and you need to change the orientation from portrait to landscape. Okay. Another thing is we need to just simply click on this button. Just click on this. Just need to click on this. Table will be selected, and right click. Just move on towards the auto fit and auto fit to window. It will be here. Okay. The next thing is we need to do some little settings for this table. Like we need to capitalize the name of our variables. Let's capitalize the name. Afterwards, we need to just change these title of variables with CO2, which is your main dependent variable. Afterwards, you know it very well, from 5th to 30th, you have your lower order quantile. So simply just delete 1, 2, 3, 4 by selecting and pressing the delete button. Afterwards, just select these columns, right click. You need to merge the cell, and you need to type lower order. Okay. Afterwards, in the same way, you need to select these title 5, 6, and 7. Simply you need to select these columns, right click. Afterwards, you need to merge, and here you need to type medium or middle order. Okay, medium order. Okay. Last thing is you need to repeat the process for the last three columns. Just merge this cell and need to type a higher order. All right. So next thing is now your all the tables are in your main table for the quantile regression is in publishable format. So another thing is that you can also, you can say, the provide the subtitle, sorry, the footnote for your variables. For example, CO2 is equal to carbon emission, like this. FD stand for, you can say, financial development. Afterwards, NREN stand for non-renewable energy. GDPPC is equal to gross domestic product, sorry, product per capita. And here comes your standard deviations in two, you can say, the parentheses. Just pardon me for the spelling mistake. So here it is. What you have to do, simply you need to open a new Word file like this. Already we have, you can say, the descriptive statistics. Just cut this table, paste this table into your new window like this. Okay, and afterwards you have your quantile regression table. Just cut this table and paste into the new window. Now worry for the setting. Once again, you need to move on towards the layout. Here comes the orientation, and you need to simply move on towards the landscape. Here it is. So these are basically, you can say, the main tables for the today's finding, containing the descriptive statistics and, you can say, the quantile regressions. You can also type, you can say, the title of the table like table 1 descriptive statistics, and here comes your table 2 containing, you can say, quantile regression output. Okay. So here is all about from my side. Hope so you guys like it. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe my channel for the upcoming videos. Thank you so much.